Here's a fly ball out towards center field. This one's going back, and this one is gone! Taylor gets this one out towards center field to the short part, and it's a grand slam! That's a floater. Out to short. And it's booted off the shortstop's glove! Just like they drew it from Hollywood. Caladros, the 3-2. Swing and a miss! And the Audubon Green Wave have upset the Kingsway Dragons! Gone! Grant Fournier! Two-run shot to right!
Let's try this one more time. Welcome to Joseph Servino Field here in Haddon Heights for South Jersey NABA Men's League Ball. It's a doubleheader today. The rain got us a little bit in the morning, and in fact this rain is kind of acting as a precaution for what we've got going on tomorrow. It should be a washout tomorrow, but today we've got 14 innings of NABA baseball between the Sicklerville Phillies and the South Jersey Lightning. Lightning are home for game 1. Phillies will be home for game 2 of this doubleheader, as it's the two unbeatens in the AAA division of South Jersey NABA. Lightning coming in 4-0 after sweeps most recently over the Bridgeton Aztecas. And then after that, well, Sicklerville's 3-0-1. We were there last week in Gloucester Township when they tied the South Jersey Eagles third in the AAA standings by a score of 6-6. That was a game where Sicklerville was down 4-0 in the third inning and then came back, tied the game, and then took a 6-4 lead. But then the Eagles came back, got 2 more runs, and the game ended just like that, 6-6. Brian Garcia, the starter for the Lightning, has again fit 14 innings of baseball here today. Somehow, because even though we're playing a doubleheader, we will still play less baseball than the Tigers and Mariners played last night in Seattle. But we've got a fun one. It's Cornelia behind the plate. It'll be Ethan Gardner, leading it off for the Phillies. We've got a starting lineup in first pitch. I'm Dan Wilkins. Later on today, I'll be joined by Vincent Vogt, as it'll be a fun one. Again, we talk about the Lightning and the Phillies being the two undefeated teams in the AAA action. 3-0-1 for the Phillies, 4-0 for the Lightning, and they're going to try to make the best of it. And in fact, for Sicklerville, they're only carrying 8 players for game 1. The Lightning and manager Donovan Schmidt opting to lend the Phillies a right fielder. So in men's league baseball, you see something new every day. And we'll see Brian Garcia versus the Sicklerville lineup, which is as follows. It's Eddie Gardner behind the plate for the Phillies, batting leadoff. He'll be followed by Mermanesh in right field. The Camden County grad, Tyler Napoli, is in the 3 spot. Luke McNone is in center field, batting 4th. Velez Medina will be the starting pitcher, batting 5th. It'll be Lloyd, the second baseman, Trainer, the third baseman, and then we've got another 8th batter here. Phillies and Lightning, first pitch just about 7 minutes behind the schedule at 9:07. 61 degrees at first pitch. Fall weather definitely settling in here. Gardner, the first batter of the ball game, here from Joseph Servino Field in Haddon Heights. Saturday morning baseball, wherever you're tuning in. Hope you enjoy the show. First pitch is a strike and we're underway. Garcia to Gardner, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And the 0-2 skips away from Cornelia. Again, first 3, Gardner, Mermanesh, and Napoli for Sicklerville.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Led by the manager Anthony Velez Medina. Got a sweeping win over the Philadelphia A's to open up the year. Got a standalone win later in the year, and then the most recent tie versus South Jersey.
Leave it!
Gardner takes a fastball high and works the count to 2-2.
Got 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Garcia looking to get something working in the strike zone. The 2-2. Fouled back. At bat stays alive. Those baseballs are going to be hard to work with today, especially with the rain that came in. It started raining around 7 o'clock this morning and rained for about an hour, picking up at some points. You can see that circle around home plate here where normally Haddon Heights and the Garnets play high school ball. 2-2. And a foul tip, swing and a miss. Gardner goes down on strikes, and Garcia picks up his first strikeout. One away now for Mermanez. I like that sequence there for Garcia. Mostly fastballs in that at-bat, really just finding a way to attack the zone. Hit him a little bit high, missed him on a 1-2, and then a couple of foul balls. Couldn't get anything out of it, and a foul tip strikeout. Here's Mermanez. First pitch. Chasing that fastball high, it's foul. 0-1. Oh, I think that one went, might have gotten stuck in the fence somewhere.
Behind the sign.
That motherfucker did get so bad.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's wedged in the bottom on the right side. See, broadcasters can help the baseball players sometimes. It's 0-1. To Mermanez.
1-1. Right.
Way to leave it! Yeah.
Garcia misses low that time. Breaking ball.
1-2.
Mermanez searching for his first hit of the campaign. Ground ball foul. Third base line.
Burning in.
You're all right, bro. You're fine. It's still alive. You're good.
Sting a little.
So Mermanez and then the Camden County grad Tyler Napoli on deck. He had an RBI double last Sunday versus Sicklerville, or versus South Jersey Eagles. And again, what was DWB's first tie in a baseball game since March 28th, 2023, when Lenape tied Audubon 4-4 in a preseason scrimmage. Mermanez gets jammed, it's foul. Garcia's really going to like to work that fastball in, and he's really going to like to attack the zone in that way. He seems like he's got good control in his first season with the Lightning.
1-2.
Oh, yeah.
2-strike count to Nick Mermanez. Breaking ball, top of the zone, got him. Back-to-back Ks for Garcia, and there's 2 away in the first. Now here's Tyler Napoli. Again, we talked about, before I went to RCSJ, we worked with Camden County College and got to see Napoli shine. The Timber Creek grad. A .356 hitter as a sophomore for John Scanzano and the Cougars, who were 1 game short of a Region 19 playoff berth in 2025. It was a crowded field. Obviously, there was RCSJ Gloucester, Brookdale, RCSJ Cumberland got a bid over Camden County in the first round, and Salem was the 4th team to be admitted. That hits Napoli right near the ribs, and he'll get himself a free base. So 2-out hit by pitch again. Napoli in his sophomore year with Camden County hit .356 with a homer, 17 RBIs, and 16 stolen bases, led the team in stolen bases. Here's Luke McNone, the batter, the cleanup man for the Phillies.
Be smart up there, Luke. Let's go.
Again, like we said, the Lightning and the Sicklerville Phillies today will play less baseball than Detroit and Seattle played last night. 14 innings compared to 15. Runner on first for Garcia. Napoli leads, doesn't go. Cornelia looks back, but no play.
Take it for a bit. Let's go.
McNone with a hit by pitch and a stolen base, searching for his first hit of the campaign. Strike called, 1-1. First three for the Lightning. In the bottom of the first will be Jordan Van, Omar Moore, and Max Wersta, center fielder. Another one high.
Yeah, way to leave it.
Napoli definitely getting good leads off of first. I mean, doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you the condition of this infield, but should be interesting to see if runners will be more cautious for stolen bases because of the fact that this infield is in the condition that it is. 2 balls, 1 strike. Garcia working from the stretch, misses and gets a strike called on the inside corner, 2-2.
Be smart up there. Let's go.
Again, Garcia is going to attack that inside part of the strike zone, and that's how Napoli got hit. He missed on one of those fastballs. He really likes to attack the inside half. 2-2, Napoli goes. It's in the dirt. Amelia grabs it, throw to second. Is not in time. Van able to get the slide and stop it. But the Phillies put a runner in scoring position.
Ball on the pitch, 3-2.
And the count's going to be full. Again, Jordan Van making the slide there on a throw that was just a little bit wide. Napoli picks up the stolen base. Like we said, he had over 30 in his 2-year career at Camden County with the Cougars. Under head coach John Scanzano, I'm sure he had plenty more under head coach John Cates at Timber Creek. 3-2. Strike 3, he got him. Ryan Garcia strikes out the side, and we're through a half frame. The sun is shining here in Haddon Heights. Maybe it's a sign of things to come. We're through a half frame. Lightning to hit in the bottom of the first inning. No score here in Haddon Heights. Bottom of the first here in Haddon Heights. Anthony Velez Medina getting the start for Sicklerville. Again, the player manager for the Phillies. 3 innings, a flat 3 ERA with 3 strikeouts and only 1 hit allowed. Or excuse me, he has 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run in 3 innings, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. And this is his second start of the year in 5 games for the Phillies. But he comes into this one again as one of the better pitchers in the AAA division. As again, with this being a 8-man show for Sicklerville in Game 1, the Lightning will try to lend a right fielder for every inning. And then from what we're hearing, it sounds like Sicklerville will have a fuller team for Game 2 of this doubleheader set. Here's Jordan Van leading us off. lineup for the Lightning this morning. Been up so late last night watching the Tigers and Mariners, it feels like it's still in the evening, but Jordan Van leads us off at third base, Omar Moore in left field, Max Wersta in center field, the player manager Donovan Schmidt closes out the outfield in right. Luis Vargas is the shortstop batting fifth. The, I guess you could say, commissioner of South Jersey NABA, Michael Sr., is the first baseman batting sixth. The Salem grad, Shaheem Pace, bats seventh at second base. Pete Canelia, the catcher, bats eighth, again behind the plate. Ruben Justiniano is the extra hitter batting ninth. And then Elian Seda is the DH in the 10th slot. And then rounding out the order in the 11th position, Austin LaFranca as the extra hitter. So 3 straight EHs and DHs to close it out as Velez Medina faces Van, who steps in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch. Hot shot goes through Velez Medina and into center field, a base hit. Jordan Van. One pitch, one base hit, and the Lightning are off and rolling here in the bottom of the first. Love that approach from Jordan Van. Just rip it back up the middle on the first pitch, not wasting any time, probably expecting a fastball. And Jordan Van is somebody who, as we've seen in our prior experience with the Lightning, he is somebody that will swing early, and in that situation that worked to perfection, got a pitch that he liked, ripped it back up the middle, and we've got a runner on. Velez Medina now facing Omar Moore, the left fielder. Strike called, upper half of the plate.
Hey, what do you say? Come on now.
Again, Velez Medina, 3 innings, 3 strikeouts in said time frame. Force, 1 earned run allowed and 2 hits across 3 innings and a start. There's a swing and a miss. Throw down to second on 2 hops. Van is out.
Yeah, we got one.
Close call at second, but got the hop and got it to skip across the grass in the infield.
Come on.
And after the swing and miss, it'll be 0-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That was a great jump that time from Gardner. And now Moore tries to make up for it. Fly ball to right center field, but it'll be taken in. 2 down.
We got 2.
Tracked down in right center field by Luke McNone, and now the batter will be Max Wersta. Wersta homered the last time we saw the Lightning, back in June, in a wild card round game versus the South Jersey Diamondbacks in a field that was across the street. If you traverse through the heavy forestry and the heavy trees of Haddon Heights, you'll find yourself on the other side of the field, which is where the Lightning normally play at least some of their home games here at Haddon Heights. They lost that game 11-6, but Wersta had a late home run in that game to help cut the deficit. Velez Medina up and in. Misses twice on the inner half, and it's 2-0. Again, player manager Donovan Schmidt will be next in the order. The 27-year-old. Wersta rocking the pink bat and pretty much pink everything in terms of his accessories for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as that one is ripped left field, and it will drop on a hop. It'll be a base hit for Max Wersta. 2-out single, Max Wersta. Here's Donovan Schmidt. Again, they're getting some hard contact here off of Velez Medina, and I think that the velocity will have something to do with it tonight. I think whether or not these Lightning players make hard contact will be just where Velez Medina puts it in the zone. If you leave it out over the plate, you're going to get some hard contact with that velocity. Here's the first pitch. Up and in. The one thing I wish we had is I wish we had a Bluetooth connection, because if you look, Schmidt in several of the games this year is wearing the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. They're AI-powered glasses that you can actually see what he sees during the at-bat. It's pretty much everything he does. It's a good investment, I guess. But 2-0 to count. That's how the last at-bat went with Wersta, but then he got a base hit. Misses high. Again, Anthony Velez Medina getting the start. We're not sure how far he'll fly in this one. And again, with only, well, they said they would lend a right fielder, but the right field is pretty empty. So seems like a pretty easy gap to split into here. Here goes Worsta. Schmidt put the red light on it, and it's 3-1. Worsta steals second base without contest. On deck is the shortstop, Luis Vargas. If you remember from the wild card game in June, Vargas was the leadoff hitter and went 2 for 4 in the loss. 3 balls, 1 strike, Velez Medina. Foul back by Schmidt. 3-2. It's a good approach by Velez Medina to work back from a 3-0 count. Obviously, the 3-0 green light is going to be imperative or important. And then you get your leverage right back with a 3-1 fastball that's fouled back, disrupt his timing.
2 strikes. What?
3 balls, 2 strikes to Schmidt. Lightning have an opening run in scoring position. AVM number 34. The payoff is outside. Ball 4. 2 base runners on. As now here's Vargas. Excuse me. Michael Sr., the first baseman, on deck, but Vargas hitting in the 5 slot here on this somewhat brisk Saturday morning. Strike called on the first pitch. Inside, 1-1. They throw over to third, and he got him. Stolen base cut down, and 2 runners left aboard for the Lightning as Sicklerville gets out of the jam. Scoreless through first, as twice tonight catchers have cut down stolen bases. We're through 1. We'll be right back.
Best thing I've done in 5 years.
One inning down here in Haddon Heights. Player manager Velez Medina will start this one off against Garcia. Four batters took the dish for the Phillies in the top of the first inning. It'll now be Velez, Lloyd, and Trainer. First pitch, inner half for a strike, 0-1. Hacks that one upstairs, 0-2. He'll ask his dugout for advice as Phillies searching for their first hit. 3 strikeouts in the first for Garcia and a hit by pitch. And make that strikeout number 4. As Velez Medina goes down on strikes, and now it'll be Lloyd. Jagger Lloyd, the batter, only had 3 at-bats in his first 3 games so far. I can't believe he played versus the Eagles last Sunday. First pitch. Strike called. Really like this fastball command here from Garcia so far. Just really laying it in and being able to command that fastball really, really well. Mostly on the inner half of the plate. Gonna make hitters a little bit worried.
Ball. Hey, now leave it there.
Lloyd and then Trainer.
Hey, Jag.
With 4 strikeouts now for the new right-hander on the scene for NABA and the Lightning. Swings and misses at that high fastball. Again, high fastballs are a bit hit or miss for any pitcher because if you miss, and you miss low, goes right in the wheelhouse of any hitter. But a high fastball, when done right, you know, in the style of somebody like Logan Gilbert or even somebody like Jesus Luzardo, they do it amazingly well. Lloyd gets jammed over towards the first base side, and it's still 1-2.
One, two. White.
Upstairs, 2-2. Now you can see on this infield, you can see some white lines. Haddon Heights does play some varsity soccer games on this field, or even some JV soccer games on this field during the fall. Kind of as a multi-purpose, which is why you can see some grass over the infield. 3-2. Lloyd works the count full. Haddon Heights varsity soccer usually plays at the Devon Avenue Fields, which is just up the road from here. It's right next to the 295 interchange. But sometimes JV or girls soccer games will be played here. As Lloyd rips it to center field, and the Phillies have their first hit. Gets it in front of Moore. And the 6-hitter, Jagger Lloyd, rips a base hit to center field on the full count. Love that for Jagger Lloyd. First hit of the year for him, and also consider the fact that he was down 0-2 in the count and then found a way to get aboard. In the dirt, skips away. Lloyd's going to go to second. He's in there.
Let's go!
Come on. Yeah, I got you in this position next time.
I said
Right.
That's it. With the logos of blank, it's a 2. Oh, it's white. Okay, so what's your first name? Okay.
Yeah, we got one down first.
1 ball, no strikes. Runner in scoring position for the Phillies. Dugout loving the pressure for Garcia. Swing and a miss.
Not bad, not bad.
You're good. Get that started early.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, Chef. Show me some. Yeah, you're good.
1-2.
Good. Get one more. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Garcia with 4 strikeouts already. Lloyd got his first hit of the game, and the first hit of the game for the Phillies outside. 2-2. The Phillies looking for the first run of this doubleheader. The infielder Michael Whitehead will be on deck. Here's the 2-2 outside. Second straight at bat that these Phillies hitters have worked the count full, and in the first instance, Lloyd got the base hit, and now Trainer's got a chance to drive him home.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul back. That one's into somebody's backyard.
2, blank.
Full count, Garcia to Trainer. And he misses high. That's a walk.
Yeah, let's go, Mike.
Garcia's control getting the better of him. That's his third base runner, and now Michael Whitehead will be the batter.
Hold on, wait.
We got one in bag.
Hey, now, Mike.
Bag in field.
So here's Whitehead. We'll then turn the lineup over to Ethan Gardner in the leadoff spot for the Phillies. 2 runners on. First pitch high.
Good eye, Mike.
Well, now you can see kind of a downside to Garcia's command starting to come in here. I mean, he had a great fastball in the first inning, struck out 3, only gave up a hit by pitch to the 3-batter Napoli. 1-0. Skips in. Lloyd jumped from second but got back. But now for a fastball heavy repertoire, he now finds himself missing in a lot of different places. But he's facing the bottom of the order for Sicklerville. Looking for a turn of the tide here for the Lightning with 2 runners on, 1 away. Possible double play ball with Van at second base. Fouled back. Got a piece of Cornelia that time.
Good, so look good.
One, blank.
Yes, sir.
Boy.
So Whitehead taking his time here. It's 3-1.
Your count, bro.
Three balls, 1 strike from Garcia. Fouled back, and that's the 3rd straight at bat that the count is full. Although I find it interesting that every time a batter hits a foul ball to the backstop, a whole bunch of water comes down. Again, from this morning's early rain.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Expecting rain later today.
Hey, now, Mike.
For the 3rd straight at bat, we'll have a payoff pitch. 2 runners on, 1 away. And that's ball 4. Bases loaded for the Phillies.
Let's go.
That's a big break for Whitehead there. 3 straight base runners. Lloyd with a single and now 2 walks. And now a quick meeting on the hill. Vargas and Cornelia going out to talk. Again, it's going to be an issue of controlling command. I mean, he's got the fastball that was working for him, but he just needs to find a zone. Especially when you walk the low 2 hitters in your opponent's order, it can be a bit of a confidence shift. Might not give him what he needs to get out of the inning unscathed. So here's Gardner. Batting with the bases loaded, he struck out swinging his first time. But again, Garcia has had 4 strikeouts. Struck out Gardner, Mermanesh, and Mignon in the first. Struck out Velez Medina to start this inning. And now it turns back around to Gardner. Bases loaded, 1 away. Infield in, swing and a miss. At least the corners are in. Garcia at short and Pace at second base. Most likely looking for a double play ball here with 1 away. No balls, 1 strike. Garcia, swing and a miss. 0-2. So Garcia after the mound visit, you know, we saw it. If you watched any bit of Detroit and Seattle last night, you saw that pitchers got better when the game is slowed down. The 0-2. Gardner skies it out towards shallow right center field. Pace going back. He's going to circle over. It's caught by the right fielder. There is no tag from third. The throw to the plate with no play is taken in by Cornelia, and there's 2 down. That's good awareness there in right field. I mean, you know, from Ruben Castanone there. Again, pace. Looked like that ball lost him. Looks like the ball got over his head. Right fielder comes in and backs him up with everybody shifted over. And now there's 2 down for Mermanesh. Mermanesh first pitch fouled towards the third base line. I don't know where that ball hit. 0-1. Garcia looking to get out of the jam with the bases loaded. That one is ripped but foul. Look out. It's a busy day in Haddon Heights. I mean, there's a town-wide yard sale going on throughout the town. So there's several. There's several sites all throughout the town that have just loads of stuff sitting around. As I was driving into the venue today, into the stadium, there were a whole bunch of yard sales that had tarps up as they were setting up because of the unexpected rain. The 0-2. Strike 3 called. It's 5 strikeouts for Brian Garcia, and he gets out of the bases loaded jam. A walk and 2 singles and a walk. I keep getting that wrong. 2 walks and a single, but a fly out to right and a strikeout looking ends the threat, and the Phillies leave the bases loaded. After an inning and a half here in Haddon Heights, no score. I'll tell you, sometimes this park, this forest, can almost look mythical at times with the sun peeking through here in Haddon Heights. Vargas will restart his at-bat. The runner was cut down going to third to end the first inning. This broadcast is brought to you by Rowan College of South Jersey at Gloucester, the premier community college of New Jersey. Become a Roadrunner in athletics today, including for 3 back-to-back national championships in baseball under head coach Rob Valley. Visit rcroadrunners.com to be recruited as an athlete, or just for academics, visit rcsj.edu. And make sure you register quickly for winter classes start the day after Martin Luther King Day. Take it from me, an RCSJ student myself. We've got 2 athletic events for the Roadrunners this week. Men's soccer versus Delaware County on Tuesday. And then volleyball versus the Philadelphia Lions on Wednesday. Tuesday will be a fun one, mostly for symbolism reasons. It'll be our 600th broadcast on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. 1-0. Vargas swings and misses. So with Vargas restarting his at-bat, the 3 due up for the Lightning will be Vargas, Senior, and Pace upstairs, off the glove of Gardner. And then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I keep forgetting today is Saturday because I'm used to covering men's leagues on Sundays. But because of the impending rain, if you want to play baseball on Sunday, you may need to fork your kayak through the river to get there. There's remnants of a tropical storm coming, apparently. Might be coming tonight. That's at least what we were talking about with the Lightning staff, is that it looks like the rain will be coming later tonight, so get your milk, get your eggs, get your cheese from the grocery store while you still can. 2-2, that one's way high. 3-2. We mentioned before that this is the home of Haddon Heights High School baseball, coached by Eric Newell. They've had some great success in the last couple of years. They reached the sectional finals twice in 2023 and 2024. They lost to Seneca both times in the South Jersey Group 2 sectional. That 2022 team had some fighters on it, though. John DiCostanzo, who was an excellent high school lefty who had some decent years at TCNJ. There's Drew Harris, who's at George Washington, the Atlantic 10 Conference. There's Jake Grice, who now plays for Wagner over in Staten Island. And Mason Dobbs, who's with RCSJ Gloucester. 3-2 is low. Vargas picks up a free pass. And the Lightning put a runner on first. Here's Michael Senior. Senior, recently married in the last month. Sometimes when you cover men's league games, you do have to grasp at straws for information. It's not like we have NJ.com or we have different press outlets to garner information from. Throwback to first, not in time. Again, 56 degrees today here in Haddon Heights. It will warm up to 63 by the time we hit noon. And then, as we said, by the time the sun sets, the rain might be washing us all away. That one is down. Here comes the throw from Gardner to second base. It is wide. It skips away from Lloyd. And Vargas picks up a stolen base. That's the best thing Senior could work with now. Instead of having to move the runner over, he can now bring the runner home on a base hit. Lightning already have 2 base hits today off the bat of Van and Worsta. However, they have both been cut down in their base running efforts since. 2 balls, no strikes. Anthony Velez Medina looks back at second, and from the stretch, outside, 3-0. Time called. Gardner and Velez Medina going to talk it over. If you're just joining us, no score in the bottom of the second inning. Last night we had a big WJFL Group 4 football game between the Shawnee Renegades and the Pennsauken Indians. Shawnee won that game 36-14.
3 balls, no strike.
And upset Pennsauken, which was at 4 straight wins. And was in the 6th slot in power points for Group 4. 3-0 will be a 4-pitch walk, and back-to-back free passes have eluded Velez Medina. This is his 3rd walk allowed. Here's the Salem grad Shaheem Pace. Hit over 300 with the Rams during his time. Runners on first and second, nobody out. 34 delivers. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Pace kind of making the same observation there. Velez Medina definitely leaving that fastball a little bit higher in the zone than he would like. Sometimes you got to leave a ball in somebody's wheelhouse and hope that they miss when you're having issues with control. Pace lines at center field. This one's going to be over, and it will be down. It will hop in front, and everybody stops 90 feet over. Station to station, bases loaded for the Lightning now. Well, the Phillies had the bases loaded in the second and didn't score. And now the inverse will happen, but now with nobody out for Pete Cornelia. It's the catcher, Pete Cornelia. First pitch. Cornelia swings at the first pitch, lifts it in the shallow left field. This is going to be tough. It's going to drop. Now they've got to send everybody home. They're going to try to get a force out at third, but there's nobody there. Throw gets away. Senior stops, and everybody moves up 90 feet with our first run of the game. It'll be an RBI single into left field, and it's 1-0 Lightning. Again, can't really complain there if you're the Lightning. They got a break. Left fielder didn't exactly, I think that was, couldn't tell you who that was out there, but
Same thing.
an RBI single for Cornelia. You could hear just through our microphones that he didn't exactly like how he hit it, but doesn't matter. Baseball's the kind of game that will reward the darndest things sometimes. Cornelia didn't exactly get great contact, but the baseball gods awarded him with a base hit and 90 feet over. 0-2 now to Ruben Justiniano. 0-2. Justiniano, left field. This one's got some carry to it. This will be straight away. Here comes the tag. Senior will score. Sacrifice fly. 2-zip Lightning. First out of the inning.
Hey, one down.
I mean, that's just called productive hitting at times. Senior comes in on the tag, straightaway fly ball to left field. This park is pretty hitter friendly. First pitch to Seo is foul. So Elian Seda the batter. In the 10 slot for the Lightning. So Vargas and Senior have scored this inning. That one's up to Seda. Two on, a early start and a swing and a miss. They back pick to first, and now he's in trouble. Now the runner's going to try to come home. The first baseman falls down, and here comes Shaheem Pace. Trickery all around as an early jump by the Lightning. Shaheem Pace got to third, and the Phillies got caught in their web as Cornelia was able to finesse his way to second base.
Hey, we're good. We're good.
An unusual play, and no out is recorded. As the Lightning have put up a 3 spot here in the second. Now Seda, left field. This could get down, but it will not. And a fly out to left field is out number 2.
Hey, we got 2.
Here's the number 11 hitter, Austin LaFranca for the Lightning. Home plate umpire dusts off home plate. Again, we've got Plenty of baseball on the way today.
Hey, we got
In the
two.
AAA division of South Jersey NABA between two unbeaten teams. Sicklerville at 3-0-1 after tying the Eagles on last Sunday. And the Lightning at 4-0 with clean sweeps outside.
You're gonna get yours now. Come on, barrel it up.
Tune in on Monday, October 13th, for Colonial Conference Boys Soccer between the Woodbury Thundering Herd and the Collingswood Panthers, 4 o'clock from Knight Park. The 1-0. Skips in the dirt. Gardner rolls it in front of him, but the runner Seda holds. So Seda is running for Cornelia with 2 outs as a courtesy. Leave 2 balls, no strikes is the count. LaFranca takes strike call, 2-1. I like the fact that Velez Medina was able to drop that in. I mean, he's been missing high a decent amount, but he's able to get a little bit of vertical action there to drop the changeup down. That's not easy. It's not an easy pitch to locate. And in a 3-0 game, psyche could be a little bit rattled as LaFranca, right field. There's nobody there with the 8-man shift. He gets it down. This is going to be a long run. It'll be an RBI double for LaFranca. Here comes in Seda. The throw comes in a little bit high, and Austin LaFranca takes advantage of the right field hole. And it's 4-0. Go back to the top of the order for Jordan Van. Van batting with a runner in scoring position after an RBI double by LaFranca. Upstairs.
Same thing, man. When you get yours, let's go.
1-0. High chopper to second base. Picked up, throw to first. Van is fast, but not fast enough for the Lightning as it's in time, and the side is retired. A 4-run spot for the Lightning in the bottom of the first inning, capped by a Austin LaFranca RBI double. We're through 2 in Haddon Heights, 4-0 Lightning. Top of the third inning here in Haddon Heights. It is 4-0 Lightning as they put themselves up with a decent lead. This broadcast is brought to you by Gray Fox Sports. Premier sports photography right in your backyard. Book Michael Taylor today at grayfoxsports.net or Gray Fox Sports on Instagram. Fouled back. We talk about doinks in football. That's one of the rare cases of a doink in baseball. Napoli fouls it back and it's 0-1. 3, 4, and 5, meat of the order for the Phillies. Napoli, McNone, and Velez Medina. Looking to get out of a 4-0 jam here versus Garcia. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Napoli was hit by a pitch early in his first at-bat, which, again, the Phillies loaded the bases in the second inning, and now Napoli goes down on 3 pitches. 1 away. Here's Luke McNone. Six strikeouts for Brian Garcia. Definitely making player manager Donovan Schmidt a happy man in left field today. Strike ball. I mean, the Lightning are playing a lot better than the last time we saw them versus the Diamondbacks back in June. Obviously a different season, different predicaments, different situations, but Oh, that's a line drive. McNone's got a base hit in the right center field. Moore picks it up. Well, you can't start a comeback without getting started, and that's a base hit for the cleanup man, Luke McNone, and a one-out single for Sicklerville.
Come on, Anthony, let's go. Some runs to it.
If you want to book Dan Wilkins Broadcasting for your next event, whether it's men's league baseball, youth basketball, youth athletics, men's athletics, whatever it may be, book us today at thedanwilkinsshow@gmail.com so that you can have your event with a professional production just like this upstairs. Again, our usual focus is high school and college athletics, but Donovan Schmidt, we've been working with him in the NABA League for a little while now.
Come on, Ed, let's go.
But men's league baseball it fills a niche that I have about covering baseball. You know, I watched a lot of postseason baseball this year. I watched a lot of regular season baseball this year, and there's something about baseball where you can still get. When Jorge Polanco hit the walk-off single for Seattle last night, it registered a mini earthquake in Seattle. It was a second beastquake, like Marshawn Lynch about 15 years ago. However, on the opposite end of it, baseball creates like a calming, like a zen almost, when it comes to how this game is treated. The crack of the bat, the crack of the glove, you know, the cleats spattering against the ground. It's a game that, you know, you can't really have a quiet football game. That doesn't sound right. You can't really have a quiet appeal to second says yes. That's 7 strikeouts for Garcia. That's 2 away. Here's Jagger Lloyd. Again, that was a close one there on 2 strikes. Had to appeal to second. Umpire had the final say. And Garcia picks up his 7th strikeout of the night. Upstairs, 1-0. Lloyd singled in his first at-bat. Phillies loaded the bases but did not score. There's a 1-0 from Garcia. 2-0 now. Some birds chirping over there in the outfield space. Those leaves just starting to turn the first shades of yellow and orange to mark the start of fall. 2-0. It's a strike called. Throw to second is not going to be in time. Pace gets it on a hop. And it's 2-1 to Lloyd, now dealing with a runner in scoring position. Again, this infield may make it easier for runners to steal. I'm not sure. I mean, listen, it's going to be kind of a wild card given how this field is treated this time of year. Lloyd fouls it back off of the netting apparatus. Normally when we cover high school baseball for Haddon Heights, there's a space in left center field where we usually broadcast from, but this year they covered it up with a red tarp along the wall marking the Garnet's colors. So our setup is a little bit different this year. Ground ball, third base side. It'll be over towards Van and foul. If the inning continues, Trainer would be next. Two to Lloyd. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Lightning. Moore, Worsta, and Schmidt in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Garcia steps off. A barehanded approach from Lloyd as well. This really is the microcosm of old school baseball. 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. 2 strike is fouled back. Garcia looking to get out of the jam. He has already put himself in good company with 7 strikeouts. 2 7-inning games to be played today. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Up and in, 3-2. The biggest mistake that the Phillies can make here is not score off of Garcia. I mean, they already had the bases loaded in the second inning. Not to beat a dead horse, but they've just got to get on the board, and then you can go from there. 4-0 is not a hard thing to accomplish. It's ball 4. Yes, I'll remind you that the Phillies overcame a 4-0 deficit. I'll remind you that the Phillies overcame a 4-0 deficit on Sunday versus the Eagles. They were down 4-0 in the 3rd inning, and then they found a way back to the lead. They took a 6-4 lead, and then in the top of the 7th inning, Anthony Kay, formerly of Bishop Eustace, tied the game with a 2-run double to center, and that's where the game halted, 6-6 to tie. Trainer fouls it back. We've got another triple header for football this weekend, or I should say next weekend, because we are currently in the weekend. On Thursday, we've got a matchup down in Deptford for Pat Landis and the Deptford Spartans as they face off against the Cherry Hill East Cougars. 6 o'clock kickoff in Deptford. Friday and Saturday are going to be huge games towards the tail end of the regular season, as there's a ground ball out to short, picked up, and that gets out of the inning. How about that for Brian Garcia? He has 5 base runners that he has left aboard in the first 3 innings. 7 strikeouts, and the Phillies are still off the board. 2, 3, and 4 to meet of the order for the Lightning coming up in the bottom of the 3rd right after this. Lightning are feeling good. They lead at 4-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning here from Haddon Heights at Joseph Cervino Field. Omar Moore gets us started. Anthony Velez Medina still on the hill for Sicklerville after giving up a 4 spot. And the 3 batters due up are the only 3 that did not grab an at-bat in the 2nd. Moore, Wursta, and Schmidt. 1-0 to Moore. Flew out sharply to right center field his first time. Again, if you're noticing a gap in right field, that's because they don't have a right fielder. Only playing with eight players in game 1. Hot shot, shortstop. Gets past Napoli into center field. It's a base hit. Omar Moore picks up a leadoff single here in the 3rd. Here's Wursta. Wursta singled sharply to left with 2 outs in the 1st. Throw over to first, not in time. Umpire asked one of the bench players for the Lightning to close a gate down the first base line. Justiniano's down there. Wursta took a pitch low and fouled it. 0-1. (4-0) Lightning. Scoring started with an RBI single to shallow left by Cornelia. Then a sacrifice fly by Justiniano. An RBI double by, or no, excuse me, it was followed by a, looked like a kind of weird pickoff play that scored a run. Wursta, line drive, almost got the glove of Velez Medina into right center field. Runner's going to go to 3rd. He holds there. He pump fakes. And that'll be a base hit for Worsta. A line drive shot. That will be one that'll make you have your life flash before your eyes there if you're a pitcher. And a base hit now for Schmidt.
Time.
Worsta is going to.
You got two. Yeah.
Worsta's going to get run for it first. Looks like they're going to have Van out there. Now, Worsta is the center fielder, not a pitcher or catcher, so it seems like they're allowing it. That is an interesting stipulation. I'd have to get a checkup on that, but. Schmidt the batter. Strike call. 2 runners on, but still looking for a double play ball for the Phillies. Swing and a miss by Schmidt. 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Moore on third. Van running for Worsta at first. Schmidt pops it foul. We were mentioning, though, our football slate for this weekend. Cherry Hill East at Deptford on Thursday at 6 o'clock. And then Friday is going to be huge. Washington Township versus Kingsway. 2 top 10 teams in South Jersey looking for a division title. Washington Township right now unbeaten on the season. And right now ranked 7th in the state. Gardner pump fakes to second, not going to have a play, and it's 1-2. Well, that's a big break for the Lightning. Eliminates the double play ball. And now Schmidt could bloop a single, especially out to the right center gap, or even to the right field gap, and get 2 runs home. In the dirt, 2-2. That muddy surface in the infield really able to stop the ball from careening too much. And you consider the fact that, you know, if this was a dry Saturday afternoon, that ball would probably skip a little bit more in front of Gardner. Schmidt on the ground. Diving is Velez Medina. Couldn't get there. Napoli's got to play. Schmidt is out at first. Run scores. And it's 5-0. Sicklerville has a ground out. Drives in a run for Schmidt, the cleanup man. One out, and it's now 5-0 as Moore comes in to score with Vargas to bat. Velez Medina, he's been having a couple of shots that have gone right back to him. Line drive off the bat of Worsta, almost skimmed his glove, and then Schmidt forced Velez Medina to dive in an attempt to get that ball. Here's Vargas. He walked in his first at-bat to start the second inning. Up and away.
Promise.
1-1. Jammed foul. 1-2 here.
One, two. One.
One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Down. 2-2 now to Vargas. Again, the question is, with only 8 guys on the team for this first game at least, what is the plan going to be for the bullpen? Are they going to let AVM ride this out the whole way, regardless of result, and then try to fight back in game 2, or try to get somebody on the hill if he's not working.
3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive, look out, that's foul. Vargas got a good barrel on it down the left field line.
One.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and that's ball 4. Vargas with a walk. The double play ball's back in order now. But Vargas picks up his 2nd walk of the morning.
Yeah, Jay.
Here's now Senior. Senior walked in his first at bat. Senior pops this one up foul over towards the street. Look down. Oh. Hit a garage door. Again, it takes some marksmanship for some of the things that these foul balls have hit. Ground ball, fair ball. Senior to third. Throws it to second. They'll only settle for 1 out, and I don't think they knew how many outs there were because the infield was moving very slowly. Van was moving very slowly. The run will score, and there's 2 away. It's 6-0 Lightning. I think there was a lot of confusion there.
Hey, we got 2.
I think, I don't know, that was confusing because it looked like they would have had a double play ball. Senior wasn't exactly busting it down the line, but instead they settled for an out and a run. 2nd run this frame for the Lightning. Pace takes high. 1-0. We were mentioning Kingsway at Washington Township Friday night. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff, and then we're down in Paulsboro for South Jersey Group 1 action. An undefeated 7-0 Paulsboro faces off against West Deptford on Saturday at 11 a.m. This one is going out first base side out of play.
I know what I had there. Come on, twice.
2 outs and the pitch. In the dirt to Pace. Gardner traps it.
One. Ball outside.
3-1. Three one from Velez Medina. Fouled back. That hit almost everybody that time. Looks like he got a piece of the home plate umpire. I mean, I have a friend of mine, David Cohen, who works with DWB, who does a lot of umpiring during the weekends, and one of the things that he says is that it's never easy being behind the plate just because how close you are to everything and kind of how defenseless you are. As Pace, left field, straight away. They're going to let it drop for a hit. Senior's going to try to go for third. Now he's going to go back, and that throw gets away. But the throw is held up at first, and near disaster for the Sicklerville Phillies. It's another base hit. This time off the bat of Shaheen Pace. He's now 2 for 2. Kind of a weird play, but That one's high. Outside. Strike called to Cornelia. Again, Cornelia had the first run of the ball game back in the second.
2-1.
Cornelia pops it up. Right side of the infield. It's taken in and the inning is over. 2 more runs come across for the Lightning. They lead this one by a half dozen. It's 6-0 after 3 here in Haddon Heights. Three innings down out of 7. Well, out of 7 in game 1 out of 14 total. In this doubleheader. Michael White at the batter. First pitch foul. Again into some poor gentleman's backyard.
I was thinking that too, yeah.
8-1-2 for the Phillies outside.
Marty. Let's go, Marty. Yeah. Let's go, Marty.
Marty, legally we're obliged to call you that.
White had walked in his first at bat. Ball came in from somewhere. Came in from a bridge troll in the forest and landed behind home plate. Counts 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Two now. Garcia getting kind of back to his old ways after he had a dominant first inning. While he has kept the Phillies off the board, he has allowed 5 base runners in the interim in the third and second innings. 2-2. Garcia lines and delivers. It's high. Garcia will definitely be working his pitch count quite high here in game 1. Could require a bullpen change in the later innings. I mean, I can't imagine Schmidt is going to let his starter go the full distance. Payoff pitch from Garcia. Inside. And Whited draws his second walk in 2 plate appearances. Again, it feels weird during a baseball game to say that the 3 players due up are 8-1-2. But it's Whited, Gardner, and Mermanich. Some interesting figures on the Lightning, that's for sure. That one's inside. 1-0.
Bro, John Martinez texted me saying that ball was out of shit. Yeah, we're talking about me.
Gardner on the ground. This could be 2. Garcia, Vargas backhand throw to first. That's a double play. 6-4-3, and the Lightning take care of it. Vargas to Pace to Schmidt. 6-4-3 double play. I didn't know how easy a double play would be in this kind of infield with these conditions. But now Mermanich will bat with nobody on and 2 away. Call the strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Foul back. Still 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Murmanesh. Garcia got out of a huge jam with the 6-4-3 double play. And now Murmanesh cracks the ball left center field. This one could be trouble, but instead it is caught in left center. Garcia gets out of it. 4 scoreless innings for the right-hander with 7 strikeouts and now a double play to boot. We go to the bottom of the 4th here in Haddon Heights. Still now 6-0 Lightning. Bottom of the 4th inning here in Haddon Heights. This broadcast is brought to you by DAWG Pro Wrestling. The Dangerous Adrenaline Wrestling Gladiators are New Jersey's premier pro wrestling organization with high-flying events and non-stop entertainment throughout the Garden State. Visit DAWGProWrestling.com for more information on future events and to book DAWG for your next event. Visit that website as well. Bottom of the 4th inning. Ruben Justiniano will bat. The bottom 3 in the order for the Lightning due up. Justiniano, Seda, and LaFranca. Inside. Justiniano rips one foul, 1-1. Again, the schedule for next week on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting on Monday, weather permitting, because it does look like it's going to rain for the next 40 days and 40 nights. We do have Colonial Conference boys soccer between the Woodbury Thundering Herd and the Collingswood Panthers at 4 p.m. from Knight Park. And then 2 RCSJ games this week. We've got Delaware County at RCSJ Gloucester on Tuesday the 14th, 4 o'clock start. That will be broadcast number 600 for DWB. That hits Justiniano. Runner at first with the new pitcher, Jagger Lloyd. Here is Saban. We got a hawk flying over, or a hawk or an eagle flying over the field. Huh. Inside. Just heard it cry, and then it went into the tree. I guess we all have our different versions of a flyover. Throw over to first, not in time. Oh, that hits him. Back-to-back hit by pitchers. The Lightning might make a field trip to CVS for ibuprofen after this, as they've been plunked a whole bunch of times, twice in this inning. And it'll now bring up LaFranca. And they might be feeling that one in the morning. Well, I mean, it is the morning, but you get my point. I would say they would take some Tylenol, but you don't know. Here's the first pitch. Upstairs. LaFranca hit an RBI double to right, and by right, we mean nobody there with the 8-man team. Misses 2-0 to LaFranca. 2 on versus Lloyd. Velez Medina moved to second base, so basically a 1-for-1 swap. Straight call to Lloyd and versus LaFranca, 2-1. We mentioned before for this week's schedule, we've got Cherry Hill East at Deptford for Thursday night football at 6 o'clock from Landis Stadium. Another strike, 2-2. Friday night's going to be a huge game, one of the biggest games in South Jersey, Kingsway at Washington Township. And then Saturday, a battle of unbeatens, West Deptford versus Paulsboro, 11 a.m. on Saturday the 18th. Inside, NABA will be hosting their fall All-Star games on Saturday, October 25th from the Gloucester Township Park. It'll be the Elite Division versus AAA at, I believe it's the first game of the day, and then the Double A's and the Single A's will face off later on in that afternoon. And LaFranca wavers at that one late. Lloyd picks up his first strikeout, and there's one away.
And we turning it.
Lineup turns over to Van. He's 1 for 2. Single and a ground out to second in his 2 at-bats so far. Just about 10:37 this morning here on this Saturday. Warming up a little bit, but still only 58 degrees and overcast. It'll get to 62 today. Originally, for our programming today, we were supposed to be in Brigantine. We were going to cover WJFL football between the St. Joseph Hamilton Wildcats and the ACIT Redhawks. It was a game in Brigantine that was designed as a neutral site game as ACIT's home stadium gets built for the 2026 season. But our trip to Mays Landing will have to wait. Van drops a bunt. Look at how this one fell. It's a fair ball. Throw to first is in time. You could not have placed a bunt down better than that. Even the professionals can't do it that good sometimes, as Van picks up a massive sacrifice bunt for the second out. gave himself up, and he was only a step or two away from being safe. And you can only help but think that the home plate area basically being mud helped with that ball stopping on a dime. Here's the first pitch. Strike called. More unsatisfied with himself that time. We love men's league baseball for this reason. Here's the 0-1. Gotta have a little bit of fun. If I'm waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, I have to have fun in some way. But all of this is making me yearn for college and high school baseball to come back starting in February. Line drive. This is going to bring home a run, maybe two, out into the right center gap. Justiniano will score. Coming home on his horse is Seda. Throw is a little bit wide in the infield. That's a two-run single. No, a two-run. Where did he go there? It's a two-run. What a single. There we go. Moore was like, he was hiding from us for a second there. Couldn't tell what base he was at. It's a two-run single, and it's 8-0.
Double outfield. Stop.
Get out there.
Yeah, we need you. Yeah, I'll get out there.
Hey, Max, get some more
Kids in the car.
Here's Worcester. 2 for 2, 2 singles. Goes behind him. Moore will get the second. So he scored Justiniano and Seda on the play. And Moore advances to second on a wild pitch to Worcester. 2-0 from the stretch. Strike called, or excuse me, 1-1 now.
I like that bat.
One and two now.
One, two.
Fouled back. Worcester got a piece of it. Rings around the metal apparatus. The count remains 1 and 2.
One, two.
Good hands. Good hands.
Upstairs.
1 and 2. Or 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. To Worcester. Worcester golfs it out to left center field. Runners on the move with 2 downs, and it's caught by Napoli to end the inning. So 4 runs in the second, 2 in the third, and now another 2 have been added in the 4th inning. The Lightning are rolling, and they are preceding the Lightning that will most likely come later tonight. Four innings down here in Haddon Heights. Lightning lead the Phillies 8-0. We were scoreless after 1, and Garcia still working in here. Strike to Napoli. 3, 4, and 5 for the Phillies. Napoli, Mignone, and the player manager Velez Medina. Sounded like it hit something.
That's crazy.
Literally nicked. Sorry, we want to swing anyway.
Yeah, I heard 2 clicks back to back. One's high. Kind of like what happened to Victor Robles last night with the Mariners. Squared up to bunt, and it was called a hit by pitch on the field, but it looked like it may have hit his bat before it hit his index finger. The umpires reviewed and they let the call stand, and then it actually was a blessing in disguise for Detroit because they had an inning-ending double play right afterwards. Still can't believe that game went 15 innings. And there was no scoring from the 7th to the 15th. There's a 3-1. Ball 4 to Napoli. So whether or not one of those pitches hit him, it ended up not changing a thing, as Napoli picks up his second on-base appearance, a hit by pitch, a strikeout, and a walk. Top of the 5th, 8-zip Lightning.
So you had to sit through that misery.
McNone, left field, got a good piece of it. That ball is going to be fair. Down the left field line. That one's going to get past Schmidt. Here comes the runner coming in from first. Napoli on his horse, and the Phillies are on the board. RBI double off the bat of Luke McNone, and it is 8-1. Really? Mr. Softy's coming? It's 10:45 in the morning. Some of us haven't even had breakfast yet. That is a little bit crazy, if you ask me. I mean, I understand Mr. Softy coming around at like 1 or 2 o'clock. The tail end. I mean, it's the Haddon Heights town-wide yard sale today, so a lot of people are out and about. But I mean, if you're having, I don't want to judge too much, but if you're having Mr. Softy ice cream and it's not even 11 a.m. yet, I don't know. Not too sure about that. Velez Medina looks like he might have broken his bat. It's popped up to right and it's foul. If not, it was an awkward crack of the bat. 1-1 now. Umpire looking at it.
Sounds fucking crazy.
I mean, we all kind of thought the same thing with whether or not that bat survived, and it looks like it will. Again, still just in a little bit of shock that the ice cream truck is out at 11 a.m.
1 ball, 1 strike.
It's kind of like when I was in high school and the lunch period would be at 10:30 over in Audubon. Here's a 1-1. Upstairs. Cornelia having the stretch to get that one. Again, a relatively short backstop here in Haddon Heights. A lot of ricochets can happen because of the chain link fence.
2-1.
Reminds me a little bit of the cutout that there is in Burlington Township for the Falcons. Now, that is not to be confused with Ed Vierick Field, which is where the Burlington Township Summer League team plays for Tri-County. That is a massive backstop that's about 40 feet from the home plate to the back fence. That is different. I'm talking about Burlington Township High School and the BT Falcons. It's 2-2. Up and in. Count's going to run full to Velez Medina.
3-2.
Jagger Lloyd on deck. Napoli scored from first on the RBI double by Luke McNone for his second hit of the day off of Garcia and the first run for the Phillies. Garcia with the payoff. Ground ball foul. May have gotten away with one there. Count runs full. Again, I just love covering baseball in the fall, because I do miss it. I called a relatively, I mean, no offense to Shawnee or Pennsauken, but, you know, we had a relatively uninteresting football game last night. 36-14. Game was pretty much over by the time the fourth quarter started. I like this. I don't care that it's 8-1. There's something calming about a baseball game. Puts Velez Medina on first, occupies the bag, and Velez Medina, after 2 strikeouts, picks up his first base. Schmidt coming out from the dugout to talk to Garcia. And now Jagger Lloyd will be the batter. Schmidt with waiting for Keneally to come out for the mound visit. Again, Garcia with 7 strikeouts. The Sicklerville Phillies did set a DWB record on Sunday. Their reliever in the 6-6 tie, Brandon Chin, set the record for the most strikeouts by a relief pitcher with 10 in his 4-inning performance versus the Eagles. So that, again, we've covered over 150 baseball games. That was a record. It broke the record that Nick Caladro set back in 2023 for Audubon in a regular season win over Timber Creek. He had 4 innings of relief and he had 9 strikeouts. Now, the fact that I know that, I don't know how. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, but the fact that I can remember that record. It's a fun thing about sports broadcasting. Your head is about 90% statistics. Lloyd chases one away. It's foul. 1-1.
Yeah, we need balls. Yeah, we need balls.
Somebody's got to get baseballs, or else they got to send a Lightning player out to Dick's Sporting Goods and grab one.
Yeah, if you just want to keep one over there. This is the work one.
Well, umpire doesn't like that baseball. Lloyd the batter versus Garcia. I believe we're at 2-2. Never mind. I stand correct. Here's the pitch. That'll be strike 2.
Two.
Lloyd, right center. That's going to get over the head of Pace into the right center gap. It's picked up. Justiniano has a throw, but it's not going to get anywhere. Runner holds at third. It's a base hit for Jagger Lloyd, and the bases are loaded for the Phillies.
Hey, corners, 1-1. Middle roll 2.
So time called. Bases loaded, nobody out for Trainer.
They're just dirty, that's all.
Hey, no outs, everybody in.
Bases loaded, nobody out, a 7-run deficit for Sicklerville. Here at Joseph Servino Field in Haddon Heights, Garcia, Trainer fouls it back. Again, like we mentioned, Haddon Heights, a field that was played on often by Andrew Bailey, who's from Haddon Heights, the 2009 American League Rookie of the Year. He was a PVI grad, but played here a lot during the summers and the fall. Was a first-round draft pick in 2006 by Oakland. And then again, won the 09 AL Rookie of the Year with Oakland in 2009. Went on to have a successful career as a relief pitcher. Big swing and a miss. That's 8 Ks for Garcia. He strikes out Trainer with the bases loaded. There's one down. That's his first strikeout of the inning, and in fact, it's his first strikeout since Velez Medina all the way back in the 3rd. As the sun popping out, here is Michael Whited. Bases loaded. He's walked twice, looking to lift the bat off his shoulders for the first time. Away. Might not need to, though. It's 1-0. Garcia's been working with a little bit of control issues. And then Ethan Gardner will be the batter following him, the catcher. The only way that he doesn't bat is if there's an inning-ending double play. For the upstanding catcher. Here's the 1-0. Fouled back. You talk about those ricochets out throughout the... Because the chain link fence is kind of warped in a way. It's bent backwards a little bit when you go back to the signs. So if a ball is thrown away or if there's a wild pitch, you can definitely bet that there will be some issues with the ball control. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt. We were just talking about that. It stopped. That stopped sharply that time. But everybody holds up with the short backstop. Two balls, one strike.
2-1.
That one's upstairs. That one goes to the backstop. It's 3-1 now. Sicklerville looking to score some more runs. They're down by 7 here in the 5th inning.
3-1.
Time called by the umpire. Some folks who need their cars moved. And a couple of cars in the yellow.
These 4 cars moved.
What's happening with my car? Oh, my bad.
Yellow line.
Hey, at least the gentleman gave a warning instead of just writing out tickets. I mean, listen, the day after I got my license in 2022, I drove to Manhattan, and the parking authority in New York, the parking authority in Philadelphia, they are not that kind. It's a Saturday morning. It's a ground ball to third. Van tags the bag. They've got a chance for a double play, and they got a double play. 5-3. Van across the diamond. And for the second time, the Lightning get out of a bases-loaded jam. Sicklerville gets 1 run on an RBI double off the bat of Mignon, but nothing more. It's 8-1 going to the bottom of the 5th.
Hey, me too, bro. I forgot his job.
You're screwed.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
If you want to run the counts, whatever. Do what you got to do, but it's the usual thing. It's nothing crazy. Schmidt leads us off, bottom of the 5th inning. Still off of Jagger Lloyd. Schmidt swings and misses at the first pitch. Kind of an extended break because, again, we were talking about a Haddon Heights police officer came and there were 4 cars that said, well, you got to move them. And it looks like all the players obliged. Schmidt pops it up. Velez Medina's going to have a tough play. It is a slide, and it kicks off of the right fielder's foot. That's a base hit for Schmidt on a tough play. And the batter will be Vargas.
Yeah, let's turn it.
But we were saying at least the officer was kind enough just to ask the players to move their cars instead of just writing out the ticket. Like I was saying, Philly cops probably wouldn't be that kind. That one skips away. Gardner will grab it, and Schmidt will get down to second base. Schmidt with his first hit of the day. He had a walk and an RBI ground out prior. Again, here on a somewhat sunny now Saturday morning from Joseph Cervino Field. That one's high. But a busy Saturday for a lot of Haddon Heights folks. Townwide yard sale going on today. Again, we started on time, but we had a bit of a rain scare as there was some rain this morning.
Good.
At around 8 a.m., 7 to 8 a.m. Stopped around 8:30. And the reason why the rain stopped, if you're curious, is because I drove home to grab my rain gear. I drove about the 5-minute distance home, grabbed my tent, came back, and it stopped raining. And it hasn't rained since. Vargas swinging a miss. Lloyd now working with a 2-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Again, usually the home of the Haddon Heights Garnets high school baseball team, led by Coach Eric Newell. They fell short in the playoffs this year, but had 2 sectional championship appearances in back-to-back seasons in 2023 and 2024, falling to Seneca both times. The Seneca Golden Eagles in 2023, they were upset as Heights was the 1 seed, Seneca was the 8 seed. And Vargas will take ball 4.
Hey, easy back.
Single and a walk here in the 5th. And it'll be Michael Sr. batting again. You're watching coverage of South Jersey NABA, the National Adult Baseball Association, here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. If you'd like to book Dan Wilkins Broadcasting for your next event, send us an email at thedanwilkinsshow@gmail.com. We will have plenty of events or plenty of openings in the fall and winter this season. So if you've got, I mean, listen, if we're going to do men's baseball, you got a rec basketball league in the winter, we'll cover it. I'm not going to have stats, but we'll cover it. We do for South Jersey now. There's a pitch. There's a strike. I mean, I'm lucky that we have stats for South Jersey NABA. You know, we're lucky that we have that because I don't know many other men's leagues that would even bother. But they put in the work, they put in the time, and they take it seriously. That one goes back to the backstop. Both runners advance, but now the throw to third. Schmidt is standing, and the runner is safe. Schmidt wanting to keep the pants clean, but goes into third standing, and 2 runners are in scoring position. Schmidt on third, Vargas on second versus Lloyd. Time called. Vargas needed an extra second at second base.
2-1, White.
2 balls, 1 strike. Lloyd ready from the stretch. Senior swings and misses. 2-2. Love the sun is popping out though, because we're not going to see it for the next couple of days. Not sure if our Monday broadcast is going to be in jeopardy, but we will have to see what is in store for that. That one's cracked out towards left center field. This should bring home one run. It's called off in center field. It's caught. Schmidt will tag. Throw to the plate. It's cut off. And Schmidt will barrel in to score. He'll have to stop himself as it's a 9-1 ball game.
If he would have shot it, it would have been in a good play.
Schmidt with a sacrifice fly to left field, or out to left center. And the batter will be Pace. Vargas held at second. That's the first out of the inning. And Pace bats here, looking to put double digits up on the board for the Lightning. Upstairs. Pace, the Salem grad, ducking down. And it's 1-0. Strike called. Well, it looks like Sicklerville's gotten a ninth player out there because there is a position in right field. We played the first 4 innings of this game with Sicklerville only having 8. And it looked like the Lightning were going to put a right fielder out there in their place, but they just decided to leave right field open, which led to the Austin LaFranca RBI double in the 3rd inning. Excuse me, the 2nd inning. It was a 4 spot for the Lightning. 4 in the 2nd, and then 2 apiece in the 3rd and 4th. Now they pick up 1. That one goes behind Pace. Look out. But the Lightning dugout definitely loose and loving it. Again, a bit of an impromptu game considering that this was, for what it's worth. Oh, that one's going to get trapped and it will drop. Looked like it was going to get trapped in the apparatus behind the dish. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. To Pace.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count to the second baseman Pace, who has a 2-for-2 start with 2 singles. Grounder to short. Napoli's got to play on the run. Throw to first is in time. Picks up out number 2. Vargas to third. Batter is Cornelia.
Let's go, Pete.
Cornelia. Appeal says no. 2-0. I feel like I want to sing a Simon and Garfunkel song. Cornelia, you're breaking my heart. Great song. Except it's called Cecilia. 2-1. Don't say you never learned nothing from Dan Wilkins Broadcasting.
2-1.
2-1. Justiniano on deck for the Lightning. And the 2-1. Waved that by Cornelia. 2-2.
Come on, Pete. Come on. You say, Pete. Nobody better, kid. Nobody better.
Line drive out to short. Napoli almost had that one go through the legs, but Cornelia is retired and the inning is over. 1 run allowed on a sacrifice fly off the bat of Mikey Sr. Sicklerville now trails 9-1 going to the 6th.
Book Dog Pro Wrestling for your next event or outing for the greatest action that New Jersey Pro Wrestling has to offer. Any place, any time, any setting, Dog Pro Wrestling will bring the action to you, and you won't want to miss it for moments like this. But don't just take it from me. Take it from Max Mundo, the Dog Pro Wrestling ambassador.
This is Max Mundo with Dog Pro Wrestling. Are you a civic organization, sporting club looking to fundraise? Then look no further to Dog Pro Wrestling. We do grand openings, corporate events, and much more.
And why not from some of the wrestling talent themselves?
I'm Vinny the Fixer, and I'm the champion of Dog Professional Wrestling. If you want to book the best, come see us. We're the cream of the crop. We'll come to any fundraiser you can think of. Just name the place and we'll show up.
This is the upstanding Dylan Mesh, and for the entirety of my professional wrestling career, dog wrestling has been a mainstay for where I like to wrestle. So you can believe me when I say that it is quality. And I'm upstanding. I'm the only opinion you need.
Yeah! It's your boy Gabriel Hodder here with my man Matthew Oman, and if you want your events to be all fight, no flight,
then book Dog Wrestling so you can witness true primal fear. Woo!
In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties, with experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools. Top of the sixth, we got official word from the home plate umpire that this will be the last inning of game one.
Hey, leave it up there.
Now it's 11:15. So I assume that the fact that game two is scheduled for 11:30, and this game is also pretty much decided at this point. Gardner the batter. So it just seems like the rational thing to do. Again, you know, if it's high school, that's different. You have to play by a certain set, but in men's league, you know, the rules are somewhat of a suggestion, if you will. But the Lightning scored in every inning except the first. Gardner, Mermanesh, and Napoli, the three batters, due up in the sixth. Strike called. 2-2.
2-2.
Ground ball, shortstop. One-handed Vargas, throw across the diamond is in time to senior. He got him. One away. Here's Mermanesh, 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a fly out to left. It does look like we are going to get some sun this week. Just the rain tonight, probably going to start around 3 or 4 a.m. and then it's going to rain all day Sunday. It's going to rain all day Monday. Mermanesh looking for his first hit of the game. Right center field. It will drop for a base hit. It gets past Justiniano. Moore picks it up in center field. And Mermanesh breaks the 0 for 3 with a base hit. Here is now Tyler Napoli. The Camden County grad was a starting shortstop for Coach Scanzano for a decent while. Also had his brother Nick Napoli, who played. Napoli hit the first grand slam in Dan Wilkins Broadcasting baseball history back on March 30th, 2024. in a 13-1 win over Lehigh Carbon. Hit a grand slam to left center field in the 8th inning of that game 1. That one is a stolen base. Mermanesh.
We got two outs yet? Yep.
But that was an interesting doubleheader because it took about 6 hours to get done across both games. Lehigh Carbon and Camden County split that doubleheader with the Cougars winning. It was a Cougar versus Cougar battle because both teams were called the Cougars. Strike called. Runner moves to third on defensive indifference. But Napoli at the grand slam and 2-1. Napoli now dealing with Mermanesh on third. Garcia looking to go the distance for a 6-inning complete game. Another strike call. It's 2-2 to Napoli.
I like to take this though. I like to take this.
But Camden won the first game of the doubleheader 13-1, and then Lehigh Carbon stormed back won game 2 of the doubleheader 13-10. It was a long day back in March of 2024. That one is skied, got a piece of it, and it's foul. Napoli had an RBI double in last Sunday's game, which was a tie versus the South Jersey Eagles, 6-6. Tonight, he's got a hit by pitch, a strikeout, and a walk. Reached base twice, looking for his first hit. Got him. 2 away. And now Luke McNone. Could be the last chance here in game 1. Eight to 1, Lightning over Sicklerville. As the Lightning looking to improve to 5-0, and the Phillies with a loss would be at 3-1-1 going into game 2.
We got to be 4-1-1 after today. Yeah.
1-0. McNone skies it left side. Van going over. He is under it, and he dives to make the catch for a thrilling ending to the ball game in game 1. As in a 6-inning fashion, Sicklerville falls to the Lightning, who stay undefeated at 5-0 by a score of 9-1. Your player of the game will be the starting pitcher Brian Garcia, who had 8 strikeouts in 6 innings complete, only gave up a couple of hits, and that one hit to McNone was the only RBI of the game. Looks like we'll reconvene in about 15 minutes for game 2 at 11:30. Again, we'll be back in a little bit. We are going to try to make this power situation stretch as best as we can, but if we do have to cut out at one point, we'll let you know.